Welcome to the 7th part of the tutorial series. In the previous video, we talked about SQL operators. We also talked about comments in SQL. In this video, we are going to be talking about SQL INSERT INTO statement. Let's log into our database. We open a new query editor. Let's change our working database. Okay. Let's open our databases, the Northwind database, the tables. Okay, we want to see all the tables we have. So, what is the SQL insert into statement? The insert into statement is used to insert new records in a database table. The syntax for the SQL insert into can be written in two ways. The first one is where you specify both the column names and the values to be inserted. For example, we say insert into, then database table, or the table in which you want to insert the data. Then you specify the columns. Let's say column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, according to the number of columns you have. Then you say values. These are the values you want to insert. Value 1, value 2, 3, value 4, then you close. So this one, the values should match the columns. The number of columns should be equal to the number of values you are inserting. This is the insert into syntax. The first one, you specify the columns in which you want to insert the values. The next way is where you specify just the values you want to insert. Let me copy this one. Then you remove this one. Say insert into the table name, and then the values you want to insert. Mostly this one is used in situations where you are inserting in all the columns. If you have 5 columns and then you want to insert in all the columns, you don't need to specify. If you can specify if you want, but you don't need to specify. So if you have 4 columns, then you want to insert in all the columns, you can say insert into table name, then the values you want to insert 1, 2, 3, 4. So values, the number of values should be equal to the columns, and the order should be the same. If you are adding values for all the columns of the table, you do not need to specify the column names in the SQL query. This one. However, make sure the order of the values is the same order as the columns in the table. Let's see, which table are we going to use? Let's see. Let's check the orders table. Let's check out the orders table is. So we say select all from orders. Let's check. Okay, how many columns do we have? We have quite a number of columns. Okay, let's check the products. Okay, we have got few columns. Okay, so we are going to work with the products. We don't want to increase the number of columns. We don't want to be using many columns. So let's use the product table. Okay. So let's say, for example, we want to insert into this product table. We have new products coming in. Now we want to insert them. So we can use the first way of writing the SQL syntax query, or we can use the second one. We are going to be using both ways so that we see how it works. So let's start with the first one. We have products. Now we want to record them into the products table. So we say insert into the table name, which is the products table. We do not need to specify the product ID because that one is auto-filled. So let's see. Let's go down. We have 77 as the last ID. Okay, so we say product name, supplier ID, category ID, quantity per unit, then unit price, unit in stock, unit on order, the order level, discontinued. Let's double check the columns. We have product name, supplier ID, category ID, quantity per unit, unit price, unit in stock, units on order, the order level, discontinued. Looks good. Then save values. Now what values do you want to insert? So the first one is the product name. The product name is a text, so we wrap that into a single quote. So we're going to say test product. In the supplier ID, we've got different IDs for the supplier. So we're going to use, let's just say 5. That's an ID for the supplier. Remember, this one is an int. Then the category 2, quantity per unit. This one is a text. If you can see this one is the text. So we need to wrap that one. Say, let's just say 5 kg. Unit price. Let's also say 5 kwacha or $5. Unit in stock. We're going to say 5 again. We've got 5 of the test product. Unit on order. We're not ordering anything. The order level, we can say 0. Discontinued, 0, which is false. Okay, let's double check. The product is test. Supplier ID is 5. The category is 2. Quantity per unit is 5 kg. Unit price is 5. Unit in stock is 5. Unit on order 0. Unit in stock is 5. Unit on order is 0. The order level is 0. Discontinued is 0. We close. Now it's closed. Let's test. Looks good. So here it says 1 row affected. Let's check the products. Let's go down. Here it is. We have inserted the test product. These are the values we provided. So you can specify both the columns and the values you want to insert. This is the first way. Then the same first way, there are times when you want to insert values in just few columns because we might be lacking certain information. Okay, for example, we know the product name, the person who supplied, the category, or maybe we don't know the price, and units in stock maybe we don't know. So let's remove these two because we don't know. What else can we remove? Unit on order, we don't know. Let's see, we remove this one as well. Okay, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we also don't know if it has been discontinued or not. Let's remove this one. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. So we need to specify 5 values for the columns. So what is the product name? We can say, let's just say product, then the supplier ID, let's say 7, the category we say 1, quantity per unit we say 20, then the order level, let's just say 5. Double check. This one you have to close. We have the product name, supplier ID, category ID, then quantity per unit, and the order level. Okay, now let's insert. Fingers crossed. Let's check first the table, see which one is the last. So we have test at the end. So we expect to have products at the end there. Okay, so let's execute. One row affected. Okay, let's check. There it is. So we have inserted into the products table. The products, these are the values we provided, these ones. Then the unit price, we don't know the unit price, we didn't know the unit price, so it has set the default value, which is 0.00. It's a float number. Then the unit in stock, we said we don't know the unit in stock, so it has set the default, which is 0. Unit on order, same. Even the discontinued, the default is 0. So this is the first way of writing SQL insert into statement. Now let's use the second one. You don't need to specify the columns. If you're inserting in all the columns, you don't need to. You can specify like we did up here, but now let's not specify the columns. So we say insert into, remember the product table, we say values. What values are we going to insert? So the first one is the product name. So the product name, I'm going to say I'm lacking products name, so let's just use the random one, or we just say do product. Okay, the supplier ID, let's say 1, category 1, quantity per unit 2, unit price, we say $2, unit in stock, we say $10, unit in stock, sorry, we say 10, unit on order, we also say 10 again, the order level 10, discontinued 1, which is true. Okay, then we close. So let's double check. Product name, supplier ID, category ID, quantity per unit, unit price, unit in stock, unit on order, the order level, and discontinued. Okay, looks good. Fingers crossed, we do execute. One row affected. We expect to see do product at the end. We check. There it is. Okay, so there are two ways in which we can write the insert into statement in SQL. The first one, you specify the columns and the values. The number of columns should be equal to the number of values. The second one, you specify the values just. This one is used when you are inserting in all the columns of the table. What if you don't specify all the values for the column? Let's see what happens. Let's copy that one, paste. Then let's just remove these two. Let's see. Execute. We get an error message saying column name or number of supplied values does not match table name when you are using this one. So if you are not inserting the values in all the columns, use the first one where you specify the columns in which you want to insert the data and the values you want to insert in those columns. This one, we were using this one to insert data in specified columns. Then this one to insert data in all the columns. There are times when you want to insert multiple products into a database table. So here is how we write it. So let's copy this product. Okay. Let's see what happens. Then let's say this one is the drink, comma. Let's paste that one. And we say we have the cake as well, comma. Then let's say we have the phone. Let's maintain the values. Okay. So we say insert into products values. Now these are the values we want to insert into the products table. Okay. Yes. So we specify the product or the product which is value and other values, the cake, the phone. Let's check the table first. See what we have. We have dough. This one was a duplicate. I think we had executed twice. Okay. So let's see. Let's execute this one. It says 3 rows affected. 3 rows affected is equal to the number of products we inserted. We have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now let's check. Let's check at the bottom. There we go. We have the drink, the cake, the phone. So we can also insert multiple records into a database table once. We can use the second way of writing the SQL query, whereby you just specify the values if you're inserting in all the columns, or even you can use the first one where you specify the columns and the values you want to insert. Thank you guys. For today we end here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. In the next tutorial we'll be talking about the now values in SQL. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.